There was another avenue of
Segregation. Okay.
segregation as well, which involved preventing what was considered the wrong types of people from entering the country in the first place. Proponents of eugenics advocated limiting immigration to the United States based on race and ethnicity. Charles Davenport, remember that name, Charles Davenport, ERO founder, gave voice to the concerns of many when he suggested that we build a wall
Okay.
high enough
Notice that,
around
guys.
this
Notice
country
that.
so as to keep out these cheaper races.
Cheaper races. Okay. Ooh, there's a lot to break down here. When we talk about the wall.
Lest the country be surrendered
Look at
to
this.
the blacks, browns, and yellows. This is dragon talk, guys. We're talking about 1920s, 1930s. This is dragon talk. This is oppression. This is
my
exaltation above another group of people. And
my,
this is
my
nothing
brain.
wrong.
Yeah.
What we're doing is a noble thing. Right.
Okay. Look.
Enough.
Look.
All right.
Okay. Okay. This is a fallacy here that people think about, right? This is a fallacy here. Just because one group of people agrees with your idea doesn't necessarily mean that you agree with all of their other ideas. Okay? So, in case you haven't figured it out yet, I am a Republican. I am a Trump supporter, right? So I do support building a wall. Why do I support building a wall? I don't support building a wall because I only want a certain type of race to get into the United States. No. I don't support the wall because I'm a eugenist. No, I don't. I support the wall because there is illegal immigration. I support the wall for the same reason why I support having a lock on my door. Is he trying to link protecting our borders to eugenics? Yes. Yes. And that's one of the things. Oh man, I love my pastor, Pastor Ivor Myers here. But man, that's one of the things I had to be like, no, buddy. I mean, come on. Are you really gonna try to make that? And in the comment section, people were just like, oh, why? They were saying that because that is just not how you tie these ideas together, and it's really sad. um what's the reason behind China built the wall? Yeah, because they were eugenics or stuff too. Roaring T-Rex says Trump wall is a filter. It isn't meant to keep every brown or black out. Yes, I totally agree with you, man. It is not meant to keep out people based on the color of their skin. It's meant so that you could take people who want to pay mothers in Central America, right? There are people going who take a child from Central America. The person pays them thousands of dollars to come thousands of miles up to the United States, up to the border, and to get them into the country where they stay and they become a foster child and all this kind of stuff, right? We build a wall not to keep people out, but because we love the people that are inside. That's why I lock my door. That's why if you're in a family, that's why you guys lock your doors and have fences and these kinds of stuff. Not because you hate everybody outside, but because you love all the people inside. That is the idea behind a wall. Okay? People have borders. Nations have borders. Jerusalem has a border. When we get to heaven, guess what? There's a wall in heaven, right? With 12 gates in it. After the 12 tribes of Israel and all that kind of stuff. It's a big square city. And It's really it's really disingenuous. It's really disingenuous and stuff to say that. And I was a bit you know, I was a bit shocked. I was like, come on, man. And then, he didn't quite say it, but he just paused to make it seem like that it says that the idea is that people who were for eugenics, they were racist. Get that, totally understand that. And they wanted to build a wall because they wanted to keep out black and brown people. Okay? Um it was That's my issue with the entire sermon. It felt like a hate fest against a certain party, race, or belief system, not in line with what he personally believes. It was heartbreaking to say the least. I felt pretty I felt pretty sad. And the only reason why I was watching this video today was because I was supposed to go with my other friend to church, but my phone was off and he came and he called and I couldn't hear. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll do the next best thing and watch Pastor Ivor Myers um sermon. And I ran into all of this. And it was sad. It was sad. It was heartbreaking. I'm currently going through similar stuff with my pastor right now. And I was like, this is a logical fallacy here. And there were so many logical fallacies here. Just because neo-Nazis support Trump doesn't mean that Trump has all of the views or likes all of the views or even supports all of the views of the neo-Nazi people. You know, it you know it doesn't. That's a logical fallacy. And when you try to have groups of people like this and try to put that label on them like this, it just cheapens your whole message here. So there was a lot of good things in the message, but to go so far as to say that people who want to build a wall are racist, that they want to keep black and browns and yellows and all this kind of people out. I mean, I'm black and I'm proud to be black, right? But I'm more proud to be an American than black. I'm more proud to be a Christian than an American, you know? And so this is one of the things that it just really got me. I was like, how could you do that? How could you make that make that analogy right there, man? It was
On
sad.
this country
It was
so
sad.
as to keep out these cheaper races.
Now, I do agree that there are certain people groups out there that we might we might not want into this country. And we don't want them into the country not because of the color of their skin, but because of the mess of the ideas that they have, right? Remember when I was talking about earlier, and we're almost about to close here, right? But the idea of nationalism and pride, right? America, we should want people who want to be in this country. We should. We should want people who want to be in this country. Not because of the food, not because of the education, not because of the welfare, but we should have people in the United States who want to be Americans because they love the idea of this country. And that's all Trump supporters are really asking for, and conservatives and Republicans, right? But on the other side, you have this idea that if you love your country, you are a racist. That this country was built on racism, built on bigotry, built on hate, right? And so therefore, that's why they want to tear down all the monuments and the statues and all the other stuff that we have in the country. They want to tear all that stuff down because they don't love America or even really like it. And that's a problem, and it's a problem, and I'm like, man, how can we keep this country together when half the people in the country don't like it? I want to improve America. I agree that there are some stuff and things that we could do. But unlike Obama, I don't want to fundamentally transform the country because I think this country is good and I like this country a whole lot. Nationalism is the alternative to globalism. I'm for nationalism. I totally agree with you, Roaring Text on D Life. And like and subscribe to this on D Life at Eyes of Reason or wherever you're currently watching this stuff from. But without nationalism, you got tribalism, you got racism, you got people telling me to go back to other countries, go back to Africa movement. Let's create our own country made out of our quote unquote own people who look like us, right? That is the kind of stuff that you get when you don't have nationalism. Because people identify with their groups. And it's beautiful thing about America is that we love this home. We love this land. We want to protect it. And just like how I love my family, that's why we have doors and locks and walls. You know, just how I love my family is how I love this country and this nation. Roaring Text just donated 1 diamond. I have no idea what a diamond is, but I think it's good. So thank you for that. Okay. But people don't love our country no more, and that's a problem, right? Deborah says, yes, some stuff needs to be addressed, but our fundamental foundation is equality and freedom needs to stay. Yes. Yes. So we need people in the country who want to be in this country because they love the idea of America. And the idea of America is not your skin color, guys. We just had a president elected for 2 terms. 2. I think the speaker, one of the speakers of the Republican Party was also black. I forgot his name too. Right? We have all kinds of black people in control of lots of things in this country. Right? But the idea of America, right? America is that 2-horned beast. And one of them is liberty and the other one is Protestantism, right? In this country. He says, that's like $1. You keep 75 cents. Wow, you could give money to me? That's crazy. Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna talk about capitalism and stuff in a little bit because money is the way we communicate a sense of value. And man, thank you for that. Thank you for that donation. But we got to love this country, guys, and we gotta love the things that it stands for. So just because some racist people supported your idea doesn't mean that you're a racist. And I gotta write in the thing that I'm not a racist.
Let the country be surrendered to the blacks, browns, and yellows. Dragon speak?
Dragon speak.
When you hear dragon speak, can you identify it? Do you speak dragon speak? I want you to be able to identify it. I don't want you to speak it. Because the devil is just trying to get you to speak dragon speak, knowing that by your words you will be justified and by your words you will be condemned. So if he can teach you how to speak dragon speak, if he can teach you how to talk like the dragon or accept dragon talk as something noble and good and pure, it's a setup, guys. It's a setup.
So look, he's basically saying that if you want a wall, you're talking dragon speak.
Belief in natural biological differences between race groups